All right, well, what Steve describes follows a three-prong approach over the weekend from the White House Communications Department that goes like this: attack, attack, attack. Here's Sarah Huckabee Sanders questioning the intellect of Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer.
I don't know what's confusing about that. I know that sometimes members like Senator Schumer need a little help and guidance getting through big policy negotiations like that. But the president's laid out what he wants, and if they need help understanding it, we'd be happy to send some people over there to explain it to them.
Do you really want to be questioning Senator Schumer's knowledge of this legislation?
Look, if he's unclear about what the president has laid out, then possibly.
Steve Schmidt, can you imagine any scenario where either one of us wouldn't have been fired for calling a sitting senator or a reporter, for that matter, as Sarah Huckabee Sanders did last week with NBC's Hallie Jackson, stupid?
Just the toxicity of it, the venom, the nastiness, no restraint, no respect for the institutions. She is an assistant to the President of the United States, speaking from the White House, with the White House logo in the background, speaking of the leader of the Democratic minority in the United States Senate. Democracies, Republican democracies like ours, they don't function to call so much on rules as they do on norms. And it's just another violation of the norms of decency. Politics has always been tough, but that type of nastiness, the derision, heaped on a co-equal branch of government from that podium, it's not normal. And we shouldn't treat it as such. This is not something that you saw in the Obama administrations or the Clinton or the Bush administrations, just completely uncalled for, and you would have been run out of there on a rail if you tried that in the George W. Bush administration. For sure.
And let me just say, Bush was called a lot of tough things. He was called a liar by Harry Reid. It's not that staff doesn't sometimes want to fight back for their boss. We just worked in a place, as did Jen Psaki and Jen Palmieri and Josh Earnest and everyone that's worked in previous administrations and White Houses where you knew that the person in the office with no corners wouldn't want you to.